Hi everyone, my name is Neha and this is the first lecture on FCC exam preparation guide. In this lecture, we are going to learn about what is FCC and what exam students need to take in this course. So let's get started. FCC is the Federal Communication Commission and it regulates the interstate and international communications by radio, television, wire, satellite, cables in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and US territories. It promotes the competition, innovation, investment in broadband services and facilities. It supports the nation's economy by ensuring an appropriate competitive framework for the unfolding of the communications revolution. It encourages highest and the best use of spectrum domestically and internationally. It also revises media regulation so that the new technologies flourishes alongside diversity and localism. It provides leadership in strengthening the defense of the nation's communications and infrastructure. So this FCC license, it is an excellent credential for career. And this license is accepted by industries nationwide and it determines that a technician has a complete and comprehensive knowledge of certain level of electronics. Now let's see next what exams students need to take under this course. So students are required to take General Radio Telephone Operator License, which is also called PG, and sometimes it is also called GROL. So this GROL, it consists of two elements, element 1 and element 3. So these element 1 and 3, they defines what are the different topics which are covered under this license. Let's read here. A PG or GROL is required to adjust, maintain or internally repair FCC licensed radio telephone transmitters in the aviation, maritime and international fixed public radio services. It conveys all the operating authority of the MP. It is also required to operate the following. First, any compulsory equipped ship radio telephone station operating with more than 1500 watt of peak envelope power, and it also voluntary equipped ship and aeronautical including aircraft stations with more than 1000 watts of peak envelope power. Now let's see what qualification do you need to take this exam. First, you need to be the legal resident of United States. You should be able to receive and transmit spoken messages in English, and student must pass a written or a telegraphy examination as described below, which is which contains element 1 and element 3. Now next we have term of license. So if you take this PG or GROL exam, then the license will be issued for the lifetime. And next is how to obtain the license. So to obtain the license, you need to fill the FCC form 605 along with the appropriate proof of passing certificates, and you will use this FCC form 605 and the FCC form 159. This is a fee processing form and will be used to replace a lost, stolen or mutilated license. So in this many commercial operator license examination managers, they file these documents for applicants who test with them. So you can ask your examination manager if they provide this type of service. Next we have examination procedure. So in this, use of any reference materials in commercial operator license examination is not permitted. So you should not bring any books, papers, notes, study guides or any other unauthorized aids or devices to an examination. Now next we have the pricing of the exam. So if you take one element, then it will cost you $50, and if you take two elements, for example if you take element 1 and element 3, then it will cost you $50. And if you take any additional elements, for example if you along with element 1 and 3 you want to take element 8, then for that additional element it will cost $25. and if you want to renew the license, then for that it will cost $80. Now next, let's learn about these two different elements, element 1 and element 3, which you need to take under this examination license. So in element 1, you will have to learn about the basic radio law and operating practice with which every maritime radio operator should be familiar. And to pass this exam, you must correctly answer at least 18 out of 24 questions. And in element 3, you need to know about general radio telephone, electronic fundamentals and techniques required to adjust, repair, maintain radio transmitters and receivers. The exam consists of questions from the following categories: operating procedures, radio wave propagation, radio practice, electrical principles, circuit components, practical circuits, signals and emissions, and antennas and feed lines. And to pass this exam, this element, you need to answer at least 75 questions out of 100. Now let's see these two elements in detail. So first, here we have element 1, and under this we see all these topics, topic A, B, C and D. So let's go one by one. In topic A, we have rules and regulations. So under this, you should know about equipment requirements, license requirements, watch keeping, log keeping, log entries, miscellaneous rules and regulations. In topic B, communications procedures, you should know about bridge-to-bridge operations, operating procedures, distress communications, urgency and safety communications, GMTSS. In topic C, you have equipment operations. So you should be familiar with very high frequency equipment controls, VHF channel selection, high frequency equipment controls, high frequency emission. In selection, you should know about the equipment test and equipment faults. In topic D, which include other equipments like antennas, power source, EPI, RBS, starts, survival craft, VHF and NAVTEX. So all these topics you should need to know in order to qualify the element 1. Now in element 3, it consists of lots of topics, so we will go one by one. In topic A, you must be familiar with the principles of electrical elements like magnetism, material, resistance, capacitance, inductance, semiconductors, electrical measurements, waveforms, conduction. And then you have electrical math, which is the topic B. Under this, you should know about Ohm's law, frequency, waveforms, power relationships, RC time constant, impedance networks, calculations. In topic C, which include components, so you should be familiar with photoconductive device, capacitors, transformers, voltage regulators, Zener diode, SCRs, triacs, diodes, transistor, LEDs, devices. In topic D, you should be familiar with circuit tests like RLC circuits, op-amps, PLL, voltage control oscillators, schematics. In topic F, you should be familiar with the receivers, which include receiver theory, RF amplifiers, oscillators, mixers, IF amplifiers, filters, detectors, audio and sequence circuit, squelch circuit, receiver performance. In topic G, you should be familiar with the transmitters, different amplifiers, you should be able to know that, oscillators, modulators, resonance, tuning, different networks like SSB, transmitter technology. And then we have a couple of more topics. So we have modulation, so you should be familiar with frequency modulation, SSB, pulse modulation. In power sources, you should know about the batteries, motors, generators. In antennas, you should know about the basic theory and basic parameters like voltage, current, power relationship between frequency and bandwidth, transmission lines, effective radiated power. And then we have topic K, which is about the aircraft. So in this, you should know about distance measuring equipment. What are those? You should know about omnidirection range. You should know about instrument landing system, automatic direction finding. equipment and transponders, aircraft antenna systems, frequencies, equipment functions. And then we have few more topics under this element. Next is installation, maintenance, repair, which include indicating meters, testing equipments, oscilloscopes, specialized instruments, measurement procedures, repair procedures, installation codes and procedures, troubleshooting. Topic M include communication technology, different types of communication, coding, multiplexing. You should know about signal processing, software codes. And then in marine, you should know about very high frequency, SSB, craft equipments like VHF, STARTS, EPI, RB, and all these equipments you should know. And then in radar, you should know about the radar theory, its component, range, pulse width, repetition rate, antennas and wave propagation, radar equipment. In safety, you should know about radiation exposure, safety steps, and then lastly we have satellite. So under that you should know about low Earth orbit systems. You should know about communication system 1, communication system 2, GPS. So all these topics if you cover, then you will be able to qualify element 3. So what are the books needed to study for this examination? I have listed down some of the books over here, and the main books is this GROL plus radar. So this book, if you study from this, it will cover element 1, which is marine radio operator permit, element 3, which is general radio telephone operator license, and element 8, which is ship radar endorsement. And this is another book, Pass Your GROL Test. So this will contain all the topics which are there in element 1 and element 3, and then some of them are listed over here, so you can go through that. Now these are the references and some poll questions for element 1 and element 3. So this is the end of the lecture. Thank you so much for watching.